Ladies and gentlemen, I have a chilling tale to share with you this evening. It's about an incident that might drastically alter our understanding of what transpired with the Titan submersible. If you do your research, you'll find the name of one man surfacing time and again. Peter Thiel, the illustrious venture capitalist known for his investments in tech startups. His role in our tale? All in good time. I'm sure some of you have heard about the controversial theory that the Titanic was swapped with its sister ship, the Olympic. This hypothesis suggests that the ship at the bottom of the North Atlantic isn't the Titanic, but its strikingly similar sibling, the Olympic. Here's a refresher. The Titanic and the Olympic, both belonging to the White Star Line, were nearly indistinguishable. But before the Titanic embarked on its doomed voyage, the Olympic was involved in several mishaps. The conspiracy theory alleges that the damage to the Olympic was far more severe than publicly acknowledged, and its repair costs would have led to financial ruin. So the company devised a plan to swap the Titanic and the Olympic. The ship that the world believed was the Titanic was actually the injured Olympic, and the genuine Titanic was disguised as the Olympic and kept in service. The scheme, as per the theory, was to intentionally sink the Titanic, actually the Olympic, in a controlled manner to safely evacuate passengers and crew. This would allow the company to claim a hefty insurance payout without shouldering the immense cost of repairing the Olympic. The plan, however, catastrophically failed, leading to a tragic loss of life. Now, could history have repeated itself with the Titan? Consider for a moment that OceanGate, the company behind the Titan, possessed a second, less advanced submersible, which we'll refer to as the Test Titan. Under enormous pressure from previous technical glitches, the company sent the Test Titan on the mission instead, intending to swap the submersibles post-mission and declare that the Test Titan was the original Titan. It seems far-fetched, I know, but hear me out. Imagine having two cars, a precious vintage car and a less valuable but functional one. If a dangerous journey lay ahead where there's a risk of damage or even total loss, which car would you choose? Naturally, you'd pick the less valuable one to minimize potential losses. This is the situation OceanGate and their two submersibles found themselves in. The Titan is the precious vintage car. It's advanced, valuable, and the company's pride. The Test Titan is the less valuable car. It's operational, but nowhere near as advanced or costly as the Titan. OceanGate had previously experienced setbacks. The Titan had run into battery issues and suffered minor damage. Consequently, they were under immense pressure to prove the reliability of their technology and mission, while also needing to protect their crown jewel, the original Titan. This is where things start getting downright terrifying, folks. OceanGate had several anonymous investors who had heavily bankrolled the Titan. But following technical issues and costly delays, these investors were staring financial disaster in the face. In a desperate bid to recoup their losses, they hatched a plan. Peter Thiel, the distinguished venture capitalist with a knack for identifying promising tech startups, was one of the earliest backers of OceanGate. His involvement added an aura of legitimacy to OceanGate and its lofty aspirations. The Titan was insured for an astronomical amount, much more than its original cost. The investors were aware of the Titan's cutting-edge status and deemed the risk of a catastrophic failure minimal. However, they were also aware of the Test Titan, the less advanced sibling. They decided to send the Test Titan on the mission, posing it as the real Titan. The crew, led by CEO Stockton Rush, was kept in the dark about this swap. Keeping the number of people who knew about the plan to a minimum was crucial. The passengers, which included notable figures such as Shahzada Dawood, his son Suleiman Dawood, Hamish Harding, and Paul Henry Nargeolet, were also none the wiser about the swap. They boarded the Test Titan believing it to be the top-notch Titan. The Test Titan, incapable of withstanding the pressures of the deep sea, tragically imploded. This resulted in a horrific loss of life, the vanishing of the submersible, and shock and mourning around the globe. Meanwhile, the anonymous investors planned to claim the insurance money, citing the loss of the advanced Titan. It sounds like the plot of a Hollywood thriller, but in our world today, anything is possible. All I'm saying is that sometimes things are not as they seem, and it's our duty to question and seek the truth, no matter how terrifying it may be. As we draw the curtain on today's chilling exploration, I'm sure it's left many of you, especially our conservative audience, pondering over the ramifications of such incidents and the role we play in ensuring transparency and justice. we've ventured into the depths of a mysterious story that might have wider implications for how we perceive corporate transparency and accountability here in America. If you've enjoyed this journey into the unknown, please show your support by hitting that like button and subscribing to our channel. We're constantly delving into thought-provoking content that stimulates discussions and encourages a questioning mindset. I invite you all to share your perspectives in the comments section. I am particularly interested in hearing from our conservative audience. How does this story resonate with your ideals of truth and justice? This platform is as much yours as it is mine, a place for us to unite our voices in pursuit of truth. And remember, folks, sharing is caring. Pass this video along to friends, family, fellow conservatives, or anyone who loves to challenge the status quo and seeks to understand the complex fabric of our American society. They just might offer the missing piece of the puzzle. Until our paths cross again in the pursuit of truth, this is Sean McDonald bidding you farewell. Stay curious, stay vigilant, and keep upholding the values that make this nation great. Thanks for tuning in, and God bless America. Good night, folks.